So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. If you're just joining us, we are... Oh! And that's what you call inspired goal. Out towards the flank. Knocks it into space. Well, of course, Italy has always been the place to be when it comes to defensive maestros, and here is He's having a shot! Adriano! Oh, just look at it! That is a gem! An absolute gem! And a trademark move ends with the
sucker punch, and they're dazed.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Ribery is offering some sort of an apology there.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
And this is Adriano. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Well, they've got it again. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Adriano. Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Nedved with the delivery. He rises! And the header is disappointing in the end.
Well, it really shouldn't be allowed to happen again. It needs to be dealt with at source.
Now, can they get him away? Now it's Cruyff, and this is Del Piero. Adriano. Now it's Seedorf. He is through here. Oh, that was vital. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Well, that pass surprised everyone, and not in a good way. And this is Del Piero. Big chance, shot at goal! Sticks it away! And they're at it again in double quick time. And that really is so impressive.
Yeah, that's what the game is all about. Excitement and entertainment. What a lovely moment.
So that's 2 now without reply.
Well, with this kind of authority, Peter, why not push on and totally kill this off?
Pato. Xavi Alonso. Del Piero. Now it's Cruyff. That is good alertness. And it's Ribery. Now it's Ribery. Strong running down that left flank. Played in deep. Cleared away. And we've reached half-time. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
Colorado Springs really should be thinking about killing this off early in the second half, Peter. The boss will be demanding the same level of intensity from his team, so I'd expect to see the same positive intent after the break, the same purpose again.
A half of massive entertainment and excitement, a 2-goal margin, yes, but all things still possible. And that's the start of another 45 minutes. Cruyff, Ribery. Oh, it's a great ball here. Nicely weighted ball.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Adriano takes control of it, and he's on... Adriano! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
And we have our very first corner. It's run loose. Who's going to get there? And he's had it nicked away. Big chance! Denied by an instinctive save.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Some resolute defending there.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Adriano has found the net here, of course. He's through here. Ribery. Rummenigge. And this is Adriano. That is lovely. Seedorf going full steam down the flank. Not the most accurate pass. Taken back almost at once. Xavi Alonso. And here's the chance to counter. And that is as far as they're going to go. That's an imaginative pass. Now he's off and running. No luck with that dink over the top. Jordan Henderson. Adriano. That has been slung wide. It's a good-looking delivery. Xavi Alonso. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
And it's Seedorf. Henderson does really well to win the ball there. Now it's Del Piero. Well timed, excellent interception. Leading by 2 and the finishing line in sight.
Colorado Springs couldn't really be more watertight in midfield. Not a trickle is getting through.
Looking for the run, and he welcomes it in. Del Piero finds himself offside. Now it's Del Piero. Tries to pass it through. Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
Nedved has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
This their second corner of the game. Nesta tries to clear. Ribery. And that is as far as it goes. Perhaps not quite utopia, not what was entirely desired, but most importantly, they have the result that was of paramount importance. Good enough in the eyes of their people. Del Piero claiming the Man of the Match award, and there is very little room for argument. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
Well, the look on the manager's face says it all. He knows he set his attack up perfectly, and the players carried out his instructions to the letter, it would seem. Everything working very nicely.
So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. And that gets things running. And here's Bale, Zanetti, Bale.
This is the time you need that pace.
Tries to play it through.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
And it's Cruyff. Takes a shot! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Baresi plays it all the way forward. Cruyff. Oh, good take. Del Piero! Oh, and that is really good tenacity. And we have our very first corner. Climbs up big! And it's a goal! A really thumping header, absolutely crashes it in.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball, made a classic move and met it perfectly.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Great ball, and he's in here. It's Bale! Decent strike, kept it fizzing low.
Nothing wrong with the idea. Inches away.
And here's Del Piero.
Yeah, that works for me. The denial of movement, blunt and brusque.
Mateus.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that. Rijkaard, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. And it's Del Piero. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. There were better options before the ball was lost. Easy to say from up here, I know. And he thumps it clear. Now it's Owen. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Vieira. Passing is crisp and sharp. And he's heaved it away. And he's there to retrieve it. Adriano. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
And he's gone looking for safety. Referee has just said play on. And the whistle goes for half-time. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
On the evidence of what we've seen, they're worth their lead. There was genuine intensity and purpose behind what they brought to the game. I think they'll want a strong start just after the break, though, to force the issue that bit more.
Leading a cagey game here. It's had its moments, and it's 1-0 at the break. And we're already back up and running after half-time. A solitary goal. That has been... Judge, surely! And yes, it's there! They have done it! They have their equaliser!
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, They were awfully...
Adriano! Adriano! Oh, just look at it!
Surprise, surprise. Who else? The ideal time and the ideal man to do it. This is going to liven up the second half.
And that is stunning. Just too hot to handle.
Well, Peter, it would have taken something incredible for the...
And Owen!
Owen really made the tough part look easy, and the easy part very complicated.
And that's really well manoeuvred. Now it's Bale. Short changes him with that pass. Mateus. Nice looking ball. And no, that was never going to make it. And it's Nedved. Bale chasing after it. Torres. Now it's Owen. Great vision. And he's on his way. And that should get the job done.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
They're coming again and again.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Adriano! A real chance and a real let-off.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
Oh, that's a key interception. Donadoni, who does have an assist to his name. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Can he get on the end of this? And he was alert to it.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending and they got away with it.
Well, that tackle was immense and so was the relief. The great escape.
Calafiori. Nicely weighted ball. Oh, that's nice. Harrison gets a foot in here.
Colorado Springs can really think about the precious seconds that took off the clock. No need to overly commit now.
Oh, nicely intercepted. Nedved conjures time and space where few can. And this is Del Piero. Calafiori.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Well, that was close. Both sides playing their part in a great game of football. A real ride that had all of us glued to our seats from the very beginning. Adriano taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly so. How do you look back on the game? The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. And that gets things running.
Well, Peter, here we have one of the greatest defenders of all time, Alessandro Costacurta.
Yeah, in a sense, understated, isn't he? Certainly, some would say underrated. He's one of the less glamorous members of the Milanese elite from the 1990s.
Yeah, but ability-wise, I think he was on a par with the rest of them. And his tactical versatility means the centre-back, full-back,
Sweeper, defensive midfield player.
Yeah, and we shouldn't forget his outstanding vision and confidence on the ball, being almost as important as what he...
It's Raul! That is gorgeous from Raul!
Well, this is already looking rather ominous for the opposition. When a player of his calibre can open up the scoring with a brilliantly classy finish, it could be a very long match for that defence to prevent it happening again.
Once Luis Suarez! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Suarez clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
And we have our very first corner. Barcelona have the chance to go the other way. Strong running down that left flank.
Colorado Springs really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Raul. And here's Suarez.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal. Xabi Alonso.
Barcelona look happy to sit back for the moment here.
Yeah, everything they're doing screams counter-attack, but it's a long counter-attack. When they win it back, they're not wasting any time. They're just trying to get the runners away as quickly as possible.
Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Luis Suarez is having a shot! He has done it! They have come roaring back!
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop. Well, when it's pieced together as efficiently as that, it's a joy to watch.
That has certainly made things interesting.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Neither of these two want to come off second best. Vieira. Cruyff. It's run loose here. Strokes it back.
Modern football for you and all that pressing.
Played out to the right. Xavi Alonso. And that's gone loose. Roll. Carries the ball down the right. Now it's Luis Suarez. Adriano constantly looking for the ball into the box. That ball looks a good one. Costa Curta makes the interception. It's an inviting looking ball, that. And it's Luis Suarez. Calafiori. That's a sharp pass. Luis Suarez with the cross. Oh, smashing header! Firm header just off target.
He did so well there, it's just a shame about the accuracy.
And he's managed to get free. And that'll be the last act of the first half. So it's all squared. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Colorado Springs really showed some resolve in that first half, Peter, after going behind. So I think the message from the manager will be quite a positive one. Keep going and keep doing what you've been doing, because it's pretty good.
That's been a decent 45 minutes. Competitive, certainly, and a goal each. And that's the second half started.
Colorado Springs clearly have been the better side here. So if I was to say anything to them, it would be just keep going. If it's not broken, don't try to fix it.
Odo is one whose deliveries we all know about. Messi making good progress on the right-hand side. Oh, that looks a cracking ball.
Messi really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
Rijkaard. Alonso. Now, can they get him away? Now it's Cruyff. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Looking for the run. Adriano receives it in a wide position. Oh, shooting chance! Just off target.
That is a really good chance missed, Peter. Certainly the way he's been playing.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while. Costa Curta. Nicely weighted ball. Well, they're looking at the referee, but he's waved play on. That's an imaginative pass. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Barcelona are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
Oh, that's well spotted. Xavi Alonso tries to play it through. Played out wide. Calafiori stood his ground strongly.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Vieira. And he's had it nicked away. Costa Curta. It'll be a throw-in. Odo. And it's Messi. Well read, nice interception. Adriano. Lam is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than anyone. Oh, yes, it's there! Late in the day, this could well be it! Having turned the game on its head, now can they hold out?
Well, the last moments now, Peter, are going to be very frantic. There's still...
Big chance, must be! Picked out, and the shot! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Decent strike, kept it fizzing low. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. So that's got things underway.
Frank Rijkaard's presence here in the middle will be massive, Peter. He's so physically dominant, such a destroyer.
But he does have a certain X factor as well, doesn't he?
Yeah, and that's the side of his game that makes him so special.
It's Adriano!
Well, it seems as if he's just...
Oh, they could be caught out here. Some are shouting for a corner, but the referee says goal kick. And it's Tevez. Plays a sharp little ball here. Cross to the back post. He's got tall. Firm header just off target.
That's a great attempt, although he clearly feels he should have done better with it.
Fermin. Now it's Tevez. Can he get on the end of this? Shot, surely! Goal! Botafogo! Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
Yeah, he gets top marks for that finish. I honestly thought his odds weren't that good.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. And it's Tevez. And this is Ronaldo. And he's on his way. Eto'o! Oh, no shortage of confidence there.
Eto'o certainly looked hungry and exciting on the ball. Confidence is at play here.
Fermin. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. And it's Eto'o. Knocks it into space. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Looking to play him in. And he welcomes it in.
Colorado Springs really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
And it's Albert Ferrer. Might be danger here. Oh, important interception. Bergomi gets it away. Albert Ferrer. And here's Eto'o. That's tidy. Eto'o stood his ground strongly. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be. Looking for options for movement. Can he finish? They've done it! And there's the goal they've been looking for. One sweeping move executed with deadly efficiency.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Botafogo are sitting pretty. 2-0. Oh, that's horribly mistimed, and it's given penalty. So a big, big chance now from 12 yards. He'll know exactly where he wants to put it. That is some save from Khan. Swings in across. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. Cristiano Ronaldo. Pass somewhat off target. And the referee brings the first half to a close. How would you review the first half?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
Here we go again.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either. So attack with real devilment, go for that goal and see if they can unsettle them.
That ball looks a good one. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Encourage the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Cristiano Ronaldo! Just cruising! They are cruising! Up by 3. They have their boots on the throats of their foes. Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
A case now of complete control. That's a pretty loose pass. And it's Eto. Maldini cuts out the pass. Albert Ferrer.
Well, the way this game is offering less possession, they'll need to have a very good conversion rate.
And the keeper beats it away.
They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
Time and again they are repelled. Albert Ferrer. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. And they're quick to get it back. Vieira. Bale. Adriano. Nedved. Tevez. Now it's Lopez. No, he's not getting his way this time. And it's Bale. Passing is crisp and sharp. Nice try, but he wasn't buying it. Aimed beyond the defence. Oh, he's been caught on it here. And he's managed to get free. Real chance here. Tevez. Now this is an adventurous run down that left-hand side. And here's the chance to counter. And this is Ronaldo. He's got away. It's Cristiano Ronaldo! It's loose now. Oh, he's been caught. Has another go! And he hits the net. Yet another goal in an awesome performance. They are in complete charge. Oh, super header, wonderfully acrobatic.
Yeah, a diving header is always a pleasurable sight, and that was just about perfect.
Adriano! Adriano! Oh, just look at it! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. The purest possible contact. What a fabulous strike.
I think it was probably past the keeper before he even saw it. Incredible he got so much power with so...
Oh, he's been caught on it here. It's Bale! He scores! And they are right back within touch. That is so good. Such sharp skills and such a delicious finish.
That's what he lives for, Peter. Not a lot more to add.
So is this the start of a comeback? He ran himself into trouble there. Free kick given away. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. In the end then, no joy. Not for the want of trying, not for the want of running. Simply they were beaten by a better team on the day. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. So it's away we go then.
Well, this 4-4-2 formation is often used in the modern era defensively, but it used to be the gold standard of formations a generation or so ago, Peter, and it does allow the fullbacks to play a key role in attack.
Yeah, they offer most of the... Takes a shot! Goal!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate, on heels rather than toes.
And that really is so impressive.
Yeah, that's what the game is all about. Excitement and entertainment. What a lovely moment.
So, a breakthrough already. And that's gone behind for a goal kick. And here's Pato. Nicked it back promptly. Pato! Just off target.
Well, I think the defence are breathing a big sigh of relief here. He really spanked that and it wasn't far away at all.
Neymar. Oh, he's defended very well against those tricky feet. And this is Pato. It's Pato! It's a goal! They have come roaring back!
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
That has certainly made things interesting.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Chouameni. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Good ball. Adriano! Oh, crossbar! And he's heaved it away. This might spell danger. And here's Cruyff. Guti.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball. He's tried one! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Neymar. That's been cut out, well played. Cruyff can so cleverly bypass the press. Xavi Alonso. McAllister. Great vision. Cruyff picks it up out wide. Zanetti delivers. And that's the keeper's ball. The final seconds now. Adams gets across to intercept that. And the half-time whistle goes. So it's all squared. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. Reflections on the first half?
Well, I don't think either side will have too much to complain about or worry about, Peter. 1-1 is a fair reflection of the game so far. So it'll be fascinating to see how both teams go about trying to establish a little more control in this second half.
That's a really interesting game, and they head in at half-time at 1-1. There's the whistle then to start the second half. And it's Xavi Alonso. Guti. Now it's Stoichkov. Passing is crisp and sharp. Here's a chance! They want to be quick to recover this. Oh, he's been caught napping! Stoichkov! It was a good ball that, played into his feet.
Oh, he may have snatched at that, Peter. The ball came in at a pace, and at a good height too. He only needed to redirect it. Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
And that has been knocked clear. Adriano. Now it's Pato. Now, what about a counter-attack? He's found a way through. That ball looks a good one. Now, that is a hefty challenge. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Threads one in. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Guti. And here's Cruyff. Cruyff and Cruyff! It's hit the crossbar. He's missed, but not by that far.
Well, I can tell you that the aluminium is still shaking after that, and we're talking fractions. That was a great try.
McAllister. Just about up to 75 minutes. And this is Nedved. McAllister. Alonso. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside.
Colorado Springs clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually. Now it's Raul. Can he get on the end of this? Oh, this looks sharp. And it's Messi. Oh, this is a great position. And they're quick to get it back. This is intriguing. Next goal critical.
It's a very open game and an exciting watch. There are no signs of nerves or caginess from either team. This pitch is go-for-it territory right now.
If we're going to get a winner, it's got to come now. And here's Inzaghi.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
And this is Inzaghi. Tries to pass it through. Real chance! Oh, yes, it's there! And that may they just do it? He does it all with an air of efficiency and and that's it. What a terrific response it was to adversity. What a fantastic game from those... The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. Well, we're on the way. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
There aren't many defenders, Peter, who assist more goals than Andy Robertson here. That's for sure. He's reliable, consistently excellent in what he delivers going forward, and it doesn't really compromise on his defensive duties. A manager's dream in many ways, and a model man, and I would say a model footballer.
Yeah, I'd have picked him too. No doubt the fans feel much the same way. Calafiori made a surge from fullback, as it turned out unsuccessfully.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Now it's Nedved, looking to play him in, and that's been slipped through. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Big chance! Oh, he's brought him down, and it is a penalty. And that really is the last thing they wanted to do. To open the scoring. What a save from Peter Schmeichel! And that's a poor penalty.
You couldn't ask for a better opportunity to equalise, but now he'll feel like the opposition have just scored.
Liverpool with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Climbs up big! Firm header just off target.
And he did so well to get himself there. What a good effort.
That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And face to face with the keeper. Oh, that's horribly mistimed, and it's given penalty. So a big, big chance now from 12 yards. This to go one up. And that's a poor pen.
A cool head was needed there, and we got anything but.
So we're still where we started right now. Nesta has a look and plays it forward. Cannavaro promptly onto that, and that is that. Possession football, Jim, we're seeing plenty of it. What is it, though, that really makes it work?
Well, for me, what makes it work is the fact that everyone in this team has the courage to show for the ball. You can't shy away from it. You can't hide. You have to front up in a setup like this, and everyone is doing just that.
Chance, surely! Oh, how's that for a goal? Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! Beautiful, just beautiful. The joy of the moment.
Oh, how does he get the ball to do that? He's on another level to most of his peers.
So we have the first goal.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Oh, that pass isn't the best. Now it's Nedved. Passing is crisp and sharp. Casillas breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. Nedved. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. And claimed it back swiftly. We've got 5 minutes till half-time. Robertson. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. Xavi Alonso looking for the run. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
And the first 45 minutes are up. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff.
Yeah, on the face of it, it looks a fair reflection of what we've all seen, Peter. Some incisive play one side, battling qualities on the other. I think this game is there to be won, and a minor tweak may be all it needs to change it.
Leading 1-0 at the break. And we are back underway. A solitary goal, that has been the crucial difference. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Corner number 2 then. Beckham gets it away. And now a sudden chance to counter. And that has been cut short. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. He can run onto that. And the shots! Oh, taken with style! They are right back in business!
And that comes as a very welcome relief. Now let's see who's got what it takes to seize the initiative from here.
They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Well, let that be a lesson to them, Peter. They have to stay focused at all times. Any lapse in concentration, voila.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
Liverpool have their second corner now. Calafiori getting this one clear. And now they can spring out of defence. Now it's Nedved. And that is as far as they go. Adriano! Well, now it's a race. Oh, what has happened here? Swings in across. Cleared without hesitation. Adriano.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Picked out brilliantly. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested.
I'm struggling to work out whether that was brave or a bit stupid. Maybe both, actually.
Nesta does really well to win the ball there. Liverpool are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
And he's there to retrieve it, and that's very disappointing, it has to be said.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
There will be a throw-in. This is intriguing. Next goal critical.
It's a very open game and an exciting watch. There are no signs of nerves or caginess from either team. This pitch is go-for-it territory right now.
And this is Eto. No way through, so back it comes. He rises! Oh, it's in! And that has raised the roof! What a header! Flashed in with the crispest of contacts.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
Liverpool complete their comeback, and now they only need to hold out for a few minutes.
Well, the last moments now, Peter, are going to be very frantic. There's still time for a twist or two yet.
Ribery goes steaming forward. That ball looks a good one. That's a decent clearance. And that will be the final act. Well, what a game. Unpredictable to the very end. Momentum shifting this way and that. The kind of match, as neutrals, we all love to come and see. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. And already we're underway here.
It comes as little surprise, Peter, that we find the name of Park Ji-sung on this team sheet.
First name on the team sheet, you would think.
Yeah, and a player with a fantastic engine. I always think that every time you see him, he's just going to run himself into the ground. He'll give everything for the cause, and he always sets the tone for industry.
And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Now it's Ribery. Luis Suarez tries to play it through. He has found the way through. And smartly reclaimed. And this is Ribery. He's gone down, but the referee just tells him to get back up again. And here's Suarez. And this is Ribery.
Well, both teams are proceeding with caution, but there's plenty of time to wait for some attack.
Oh, he's been caught napping. And this is Pato. And he's managed to get free. Pato was ultimately thwarted there, but it took a few of them to stop him.
Yeah, the confidence we can admire, the decision-making we can't. He learned from it.
Oh, whistle's gone. Now then. The referee has given a free kick just outside the box. He's having a good look here. A real opportunity here from a position of great potential. Nedved! That was travelling. Albert Ferrer. Maldini kept his eye on it, and he's there. And this is Nedved. Oh, that's a very decent ball now. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Portugal applying the press here, a high press.
Yeah, we see this so often these days, but it does demand an awful lot of work rate and, of course, the discipline, because it has to be with everyone. It can't be with one or two. If that starts happening here, it'll just fall away.
Yeah, and there are so much of them, but of course, the returns can be terrific. Oh, good ball! Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Mateus. Here's Vieira. And this is Luis Suarez. Nedved thinks about the shot. Well, that's pretty clear. It is a foul. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture. So the last big chance perhaps before half-time.
He's got to have a go at this, and it looks straightforward.
Nedved! Decent hit from there. Serginho is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. And that'll be the last act of the first half. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Well, I wouldn't say it was the most potent performance, Peter, but defensively, very composed. The scoreline might still be 0-0, but I'm expecting things to...
And the shot! And the pass is intercepted. It's a promising position. Goes down, but nothing given. Now it's Pato.
That's going in strongly.
Portugal can breathe again, just.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
Now it's Ribery.
Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
And here's Pato. Well, if you did take an extended half-time break, you'll be relieved to hear that you have missed nothing. And that is as far as they're going to go. So we've reached the hour mark. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Park Ji-sung. And that's an errant pass. Mateus, it's run loose here. Lopez tries a shot!
They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
And it's been taken short. And here's Danny Olmo. And now they can spring out of defence. And that is a little undercooked. Lopez. It is still anyone's game, 0-0. Great vision. Shot could be on. Yeah, he's fouled him there. Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning.
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score. And obviously, he's not going to allow that, Peter, is he?
Nedved is behind this one. And the potential here for the first goal of the game. Nedved! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. And he's gone looking for safety. Half an hour gone in the second half. It's a good spell of possession, this. Adriano is flagged offside.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
No, that's been intercepted. Oh, easy pickings there. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Knocks it into space.
Listen, it may well finish this way because it's been so tight all the way through, but equally, we might still get a moment of magic, a mistake, or a refereeing decision to...
Terrific header! It's loose. Oh, what? And he's following up! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Cruyff really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
And it's Guti. Maldini. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Cruyff! Now, who's going to be first to this? Oh, he's been caught on it here.
This is a Hollywood or bust corner. The final whistle is up next.
Big header! Firm header just off target.
That's a really decent chance.
Vermin. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Frustration, exasperation, vexation, certainly from an attacking perspective. Neither side able to make an impression despite all the huff and puff. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Colorado Springs certainly had some good moments, Peter. There were plenty of encouraging spells that more should have been made of.
And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. If you're just joining us, we are already underway.
Patrick Vieira is a man of many qualities. Leadership has to be top of the pile.
Yeah, he's not just a destroyer, is he? He is the enforcer.
True, there's so much more to his game. Quite comfortable in driving the team forward, and he can make those marauding runs from box to box.
It's Luis Suarez! Rijkaard. For Schneider. For Rice. Now it's Shevchenko. And he plays one through. He's had a shot! Oh, the ball's run loose here.
Okay, it didn't come off, but it was clever. A nice little dummy.
And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Can he finish? Now, who's going to be first to this?
I'll tell you, Peter, the keeper owes him big time there. He's lucky his mate was wide awake to that.
Del Piero! And Guti!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And this is Del Piero. The ball's gone astray. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Rice. And that is as far as they're going to go. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. And here's Del Piero. And they'll start all over again with the goalkeeper. Ribéry. That's a good... Del Piero! That is delicious! That is a gem! An absolute gem! What a delicious goal, stroked in like a maestro.
Oh, how does he get the ball to do that? He's on another level to most of his peers.
So the first goal of the game.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang. Colorado Springs can certainly afford to see this half out now and reset during the break.
Guti. And this is Del Piero, and he's away. Real tries a shot! It's in! They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye.
I think you have to appreciate the simplicity and efficiency of it all there, Peter. The ease at which the defence got taken out of the equation, and he was never going to miss that.
So that's two now without reply. There's the shot! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Shevchenko actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
And this could be the final action of the first half. And the keeper beats it away. And That'll be the final action of the first half. Some first half thoughts?
Colorado Springs really did kick on after getting that first goal. Could they have gone another one and killed the game off completely? Possibly. But as long as they can keep up the intensity, maintain the purpose levels, I think they'll get another chance soon enough.
A half of massive entertainment and excitement. A 2-goal margin, yes, but all things still possible. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half. And a shot! Really well taken goal. And the second half is off to a flyer. One sweeping move executed with deadly efficiency.
Lyon are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
The manager must have given them...
And Ribéry! It's in! And there we have it, the 2-goal cushion. That is lovely, finished with amazing expertise.
Oh, that's an incredible shot. The dip and the curl he managed to get on it. Impeccable technique, Peter. Absolutely impeccable.
So the lead now is 2.
You can certainly sense a real change of mood here. Now the crowd are demanding that they just finish this off.
Schneider. And that is expertly dealt with. Luis Suarez.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack. Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Bergomi does well to stand firm and defend it. Bergomi stood his ground strongly. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. Bergomi. Not getting too much time on the ball here. That is good pressing. And it's Azar. That has been slung wide. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Oh, cracking ball. Oh, and that is really good tenacity. Corner number 2 then. And it's been taken short. Backward it goes. And now they can... He's having a hit! Oh, it's come loose. Nicely weighted ball. Oh, that is asking for trouble. Nedved. Oh, good-looking ball. Guti. And this is Ribéry. And he's surging through. Del Piero. Now that is a hefty challenge. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. He's been bundled over. That is a foul. Oh, no messing about. It is red. Lyon are down to 10 men. Nedved taking charge of the dead ball. This the perfect chance to extend the advantage. Oh, lots on that one, but he couldn't find the target. They really do have to make something of this. He is through here, and he welcomes it in. Guti. And it's Ribéry. Now it's Del Piero. Looking for options for movement. Del Piero. Ribéry. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Well, that's pretty clear. It is a foul. And he is going into that little black book.
Well, they're struggling to cope with a pacey dribble because they've not been at it as a team. I think the collective pressure needs to be better all round. Probably be looking to play it square.
And that's it. And that's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and my co-commentator, Jim Beglin. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. Well, we're on the way. Well, plenty argue, Jim, that Lothar Matthäus is the complete footballer. Do you think so?
Yep, he's a goal-scoring number 10 and a sweeper all in one. That's a pretty unique skill set. His career is all about leadership, glory and superb character.
And not a few goals, actually.
Yeah, of course.
Oh, that was vital. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
Colorado Springs clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Quality ball. And that could set him on his way. Goes for a shot! It's there! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. And he's been shifted off it. Matthäus. Nicely weighted ball. And Del Piero! Oh, special! That is a special goal! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. Again, in a trice, and they are soaring. Stylish in the extreme, a delicious goal.
Oh, give me this every week. The technical ability was superb, and you can see he meant every bit of this.
So that's 2 now without reply.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down, but they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
So what can they make of this? And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Nedved? Oh, that's fabulous. And it's Wirtz. No, he wasn't going to be fooled. Now it's Luis Suarez. Taken back almost at once. That's good pressing, squeezing the play. Wirtz. Passing is crisp and sharp. Tries to pass it through. Oh, he's been caught on it, and the shot! They've scored! It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
We have got ourselves a game here.
Well, what a difference a goal makes. Now all of a sudden it seems the belief is back.
And here's Suarez. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Wirtz. Can he get it through? Bergomi. Vieira. Ribery. Oh, that's well done, really robust. And here's Del Piero. Luis Suarez! Oh, that is beyond special! A worldie and a half! A finish of true class! 2 up now, and they are cruising. He gave it plenty and some, thrashed it in.
And I think he's even surprised himself, Peter, in how well he caught that.
And there is the half-time whistle.
Well, it's hard to say whether a 2-goal advantage under these circumstances is decisive or not, but so far, I haven't really seen enough to indicate that the opposition can come out in the second half and improve to that degree.
Well, that has been a goal-blessed half. It is 3-1. So off we go once more. In with the challenge. Ribery is the type of player who always likes having a bit of space in front of him. Eze. And it's Olmo. And he's intervened well there. Tries to play it through. Oh, it's a great ball. Great chance! And yes, it's there! The second half off to a spectacular start. That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Yeah, that's what the game is all about. Excitement and entertainment. What a lovely moment.
Well, it's an inspired substitution. Terrific move by the boss.
That's just as the manager...
He's had a shot! Beautiful from Nedved! A finish right from the top draw! He has given that the lot. Bang!
Well, that was hit with genuine ferocity. You just don't stop those, Peter.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
The crowd are calling for this to be put to bed. There's little sympathy about. Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
And this is Luis Suarez. He's going for goal! Off the post! Eze. Kilitshoy. Maldini spots it and intercepts. Lam is someone so often referred to as the defender's defender. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Colorado Springs clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Oh, they could be caught out here. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
Played back. Nedved. And this is Del Piero. Eze.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Ruben Neves. Oh, well measured. Chance, surely! Wanted to outwit the keeper, but a shade off target.
Dani Olmo might just be regretting what was probably the toughest of his options.
And we have our very first corner. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. And now a sudden chance to counter. Oh, that's a key interception. Now it's Dani Olmo. Eze shoots! In for the pieces! Kilitshoy is flagged offside. Added time going up here, it's 3 minutes. Looking for the run. Oh, nicely intercepted. And that will be the final act. Well, don't you just love it when a plan comes together? Victory never in doubt in the... Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. So, Jim, tell me this. Who are you looking for in particular here?
Yeah, Rafael Varane. He's solid in the air, Peter. He's tough in the tackle and a very good reader of the game. Most of all, though, if something goes wrong when the opposition break through, he's got the pace to get back and make a vital intervention.
No argument from me on that front. It's easy to see how his presence alone affects both sides. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. And this is Pato. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Can he get on the end of this? Oh, that is asking for trouble. Looking for the run. Now this could be a chance. Maldini did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Played back in. He's found some space. Backward it goes. Not much subtlety about that challenge.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Oh no, what has happened here? And he's got the beating of his man. Messi wins the duel this time. Oh, he's bustling through here. Oh, that's a foul, and the whistle's gone. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card. He's shaping up to have a crack from here. And we have the first chance from a dead ball situation. Nedved! Nedved! A diamond of a goal! A finish of true class! That was beautiful. Something close to genius.
Well, he made it look effortless. Clearly a training ground perfectionist.
So the first goal of the game.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here, and while there's never a good time to be caught out, you definitely don't want it to be now.
And he's cleared it out of harm's way. And they're back on the ball again. And here's Bale.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Couldn't squeeze it through. Threads one in. Maldini cuts it out. Nice sequence of passes, this. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him.
I'm not sure the shot was ever on there, really. There were just too many bodies in the way, Peter.
He's been bundled over. That is a foul. And that's going to be a booking.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal then.
Nedved ready to try one. Well, the opening goal did come from just the... Nedved! And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And we have our very first corner. He rises! Decent enough try.
That is a really good chance miss, Peter. Certainly the way he's been playing.
And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. And he was quick to react. Cruyff looking to be a menace in the final third. Messi. And here's Pato. Messi. Xavi Alonso. Well-timed, excellent interception. And the whistle goes for half-time. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking.
On the evidence of what we've seen, they're worth their lead. There was genuine intensity and purpose behind what they brought to the game. I think they'll want a strong start just after the break, though, to force the issue that bit more.
Leading 1-0 at the break. And the game has already resumed here. A solitary goal. That has been the crucial difference. Cruyff. And it's Pato. That's a good ball out wide. Adriano gets into some space.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Still just a single goal between the sides. That's a cute ball. Oh, well played. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. It's good pressure, good intensity.
Yeah, and what they've got to realise, Peter, is that they won't get away with excessive force for long, so they're running a fine line now.
It's not an especially good pass, that. But they've got it again. Del Piero receives it in a good position here. Now it's Pato. He has found the way through. Cruyff. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Oh, what has happened here? Nice control.
Japan really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area. Yellow or red? It is red. He does seem to be in considerable discomfort. I do hope it's nothing serious. Well, no question, Jim, the referee has seen that as a professional foul.
Well, Peter, I don't think he even had time to blink. This is just a spontaneous reaction.
Well, this looks promising in terms of distance and angle. An opportunity then to pull clear here. Nedved!
It was a sterling effort, and at least he kept it on target, and it was worth a go.
And this is Bale.
Colorado Springs surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
Schmeichel is there to clear. Can he get it through? He's in a great position here. Goes looking wide. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Now it's Inzaghi. And this is Bale. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball.
Well, it's probably safe to say now, Peter, that it's going to be all about game management from here.
Played into space out wide.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Relief, finally. Now at last they can enjoy the taste of victory. Fingernails bitten to the quick, but they have got over the line. Quite...